get it. Let's get it.
Yes,
Welcome to
sir.
Steve Sixers. It's your boy Jose. We got Carl. We got BG in the building. And we also got the Boston Celtics to whoop on the night.
Got them
Let's get
Celtics.
it.
Got them Celtics. You
Let's
know,
get it.
every time we face this team, I get that vibe. You know, I get that vibe. I get that Eagles and Cowboys vibe. I get that Phillies and Atlanta Braves vibe. You know, I get that, it's a playoff game. It's a playoff game. They're in our division,
Same
and
record.
same record. The whole team is back healthy tonight. The whole team is back healthy tonight. So I feel like this stretch run of games, we're really going to get a good look of the identity of this team, who we're going to be. So, not the full picture because we're still early on in the season, but, you know, these boys are healthy. So I'm looking forward to tonight's game. How about you guys?
You already know how I feel, dog. Let's get this dub. I think about all the time. Much love and respect to the twins. Much love and respect to Marcus Morris and Markeith Morris. But every time I picture the Celtics, I picture that day he did this in the B face. He kept doing this in the. Oh, I hate the Celtics.
Burn me up a little bit.
Oh, I hate the
Yeah,
Celtics so
yeah,
much
yeah.
because they know we was better than them. It's just they got the best of us in that series. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to go to work. I hope they ready to go to work.
Jose, how you feeling about facing our arch nemesis tonight?
And this is like anytime we face a rival, my blood starts boiling, my adrenaline starts rushing. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm part of the team. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanna stomp these guys down to the ground. Don't
Suit
let
up, Jose.
don't let them get up. You know what I'm saying? They try to get up, just stomp them again. Make sure they stay down, type stuff. I mean, not violently, but you guys know what I mean.
I get the picture. I get the picture. You
you
know,
know, yeah.
we
But
have
no, definitely for sure. You got to take these type games seriously. They, of course, they're in our division, same record like BG pointed out. So we got to take care of business, man. That's all it's about. The guys got to go out there and they got to take this game serious. You know what I mean? Not overthink it, of course. Have fun at the end of the day, but they got to go out there and handle business.
that's a
what is?
fact. Starting lineup before you go, Carl. Starting lineup's got
Give
to
it to
announce.
us. Give
Is
it
the
to us.
normal? Is the original starters? Tyrese, Seth, Danny, Tobias, and Joel. Sweet, short and sweet. The guys we expected to be the starters at the beginning of the season are starting tonight, and let's go get this dub.
Let's get this dub. I'm feeling comfortable with that starting lineup. Why? Because it makes our bench that much stronger, and our bench could actually be what it's been built to be—a supporting cast. Not out there playing meaningful roles and having to take meaningful shots in a game. Not to say that they can't, but you don't want to thrust your back four guys into positions like that when you can have your starting five out there. So, I'm looking forward to seeing Embiid getting back into rhythm. I feel like he was playing solid basketball early in the years. The offensive numbers isn't going to reflect that much. His scoring is down a little bit, but as far as seeing the floor, sharing the ball, there was no stagnant with the ball stopping too much. The ball was a lot of ball movement going on. So I want to see that. I want to see that tonight. I felt like last game the ball kind of stuck, and guys were trying to force it in certain areas. So I want to see these guys play ball and be happy about it.
For the record,
Bench.
if you're gonna take pictures of any part of the basketball game and critique, make sure
Make sure
you
you
display the full picture. Right? A
get.
full picture. That's
Don't
all.
just you must have went back and did your homework after I told you. After I told you, I said go look at every one of them pictures and see how many of them got the shot clock or
Oh,
the
most
game
definitely,
clock on it.
most definitely.
None of them.
None of
None
them.
of them.
None of them.
None of
Because
them.
a lot of times pictures are made for that. It's clickbait. You know what I mean? It's something to push their narrative or what they believe. But if you look at the full season, I think compared to other seasons, Embiid has done a great job handling the ball. So I do got one thing on Embiid, one knock that
There you
I've
go.
been watching tape and I've been seeing, and I want to know what you guys think. I don't think he sets good enough picks. I don't think he makes the other guys feel it when they're trying to go through. You know what I'm saying? I I want to see him put some guards on their back uh, and give Tyrese Maxey an opportunity to use his speed a little bit more rather than popping out real quick or diving down too fast. I want to see him give Tyrese Maxey an opportunity to be the offensive threat that he is. So, um, not a total knock on Embiid. He hasn't played with a lot of offensive minded people in his career. Now he is. So I definitely want to see that 1-2 punch combo. That's lethal, man. Him coming off that pick. And you know what I mean? If it's not open, hey, Embiid could get the ball out there and knock down the 15, 17 footer. But I want to see him commit to the pick. That makes the play that much dangerous.
More pick and roll and less pick and pop is what I like out of
Yes.
Embiid. I know he can. I know he can hit the shot. I know he can hit jump shots. I just rather see him dive to the basket. You imagine a 7 foot, 265 pounder dive into the basket. Like just dive to the basket. Like who's going to be there to stop you from doing what you want to do? And I think he needs to get that in his head. Like I can't be guarded. And be legit. Like let's just be real. Embiid can't be guarded one on one.
No,
He
nobody in
can't.
the NBA.
There's not one human being in the NBA right now that can say I can stop Embiid by myself more times than he'll score. There's nobody. I'm not saying he'll score every time against every player, but there's no player that can honestly say that they can score. I mean, they can stop him more times than he would score. He needs that in his head. Yo, yes, we love his 42 the other night, but just imagine if he came out in the first half playing that way. He would have had like 60.
Facts.
He would have had like 60. So
Facts.
I just want Embiid to realize that he's the best big man in the NBA. He's the most dominant force in the NBA if he wants to be.
Most definitely, I have to agree with that. Jose, you were saying?
I just, in order for Maxi to capitalize on his gift, it's gonna take a total team effort for that to happen. And be sacrificing some possessions. Number one. Um, and the rest of the team, doing what they got to do, and of course the support that he needs from coaching staff and all that. Because I feel like Embiid got to a point where he feels like if he ain't doing it, nobody else is. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's just the way that it all played out when you look at the history so far. Like with all his numbers, we're doomed. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I just think that it's gonna take a little encouragement from all around. You know what I'm saying? And to make because you got to think, man, this kid's still young, man. He's still young. He hasn't played a full season.
Incredibly young.
As a professional, he hasn't played a full season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, we criticizing this guy way too soon, like way too soon, and from his work ethic, what he said he was gonna do, he's walking the walk instead of talking the talk.
Big facts.
You know what I mean? You just gotta allow to let him spread his wings, man.
What do you say, Jose? To I'm gonna play devil's advocate. You know I love Tyrese Maxey, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate for all those guys out there at 6 24/7. What do you say to the person that says, "Well, you praising him so early, so why can't I critique him so early?"
There's
What do you
nothing
say
wrong
to
with
that person?
critiquing. There's nothing wrong with critiquing. I do it all the time.
Mhm.
If you stink, you stink, and I just gotta call it how I see it. You know what I mean? If it's your fault that you stunk up the court, I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it how I see it. I mean, nobody's getting no pass, and B
It's
don't
on
get no
you.
pass from me when he lackadaisical on defense. You know what I'm saying?
I,
Uh,
I,
we sure as hell know Ben Simmons ain't getting no passes from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For
I,
not being able to shoot the ball and only giving us a taste of what a shooter looks like in the summer when we don't need him to be. So you know what I
I,
mean?
I asked that question because I knew what your answer was going to be, and I just want people to know we don't hold punches on nobody. When you stink, we let you know you stink. When you out there looking like you belong to Philadelphia,
Yeah.
we give you your flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like we like giving flowers out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something, man. I love the team more than any one individual player. You know
Big
what I'm saying?
facts.
The team. So you play for the Sixers, and I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off. But I ain't giving you flowers for for bad play, lackadaisical play, lazy, all around. Like if you man, listen,
Let's
I was happy when Mike Scott got out of here, and the way Furcon Korkmaz is going, I'm gonna have to start putting a petition for him too. Um,
Isaiah Joe. Swap. I'm
yeah,
just saying.
real quick.
I'm
Like a
just
lot of
saying.
people are
Swap.
screaming out for that kid to come out and play, man. I mean, if you giving this guy 20 some odd minutes and he's throwing out bombs and missing everything under the sun, air balls, bricks, like bro, he's responsible for single handedly remodeling the Wells Fargo Center, bro. Are you serious?
Yeah. 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 Can
he
I?
said he
Can
said
I?
he trying to rebuild the spectrum.
Can I add? Can I throw Shake Milton in that pot too? Me
I
personally,
was getting to him. I was getting to him. He was.
yeah, he's definitely he's half the player he was even last year to me. And I'm calling the APB out on Shake Milton to get back in his somewhat 6-man form like he was earlier last year. He can be that Lou Williams type of player off the bench, giving us 14, 15 a game. Shooting at a high clip. But I need to see that from him because if you're not doing that and you're not defending,
What are you doing?
what are you doing?
You just out
So,
there.
you're not handling the ball. You're not running the team properly. So that's why I said last episode, I don't want to get too much into transaction, but this team could use a veteran backup point guard, just to hone in the troops and run the plays properly.
Yeah,
Because
we thought that last year, and we went and got George Hill that did about as much as Jose do for the Sixers.
I don't know how long y'all
Jose,
gonna
I
throw
think
that.
you had a better season for the Sixers than George Hill.
Yeah, he did.
I strongly feel that way.
I
I'm
for one
sorry.
lobby for George Hill last
Yeah,
year
I'm
and got
sorry, man. You know what I mean?
smacked in the face.
All this hard work I'm putting on in this podcast, I sure know hell did more than that, man.
Let's just say it just wasn't a good fit. It wasn't a good fit.
That's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fit this system,
Yeah,
and you just gotta chalk it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's not like his play affected anything that the team did overall. We was number one seed,
yeah.
but how much of that did he contribute?
I
Go ahead,
mean,
I'll wait. I'll be 50 years old before you come back with a solid answer.
I believe if this team played as normally constructed this year, with Ben Simmons on the roster and allowing Maxey to play starter / off the bench as well as backup point, normally constructed, it wouldn't be so much as a whole as far as having a full-time backup point guard off the bench that contributes, you know. So it is what it is. I believe we could ball with the dudes that we had. But so far this season, that's the one hole in our roster that I see off the rip is a backup point guard, a legit one.
Just like last year, I told y'all, I said it a million times. We went the whole season without a legit power forward on our team. The whole year.
Correct.
Like we went the whole year without a power forward. And this year, I feel like we're going the whole year without a backup point guard.
Yep.
We're going without a backup point guard. And I mean, I'm not pointing the finger at 2-5, but I mean, with 2-5 not being here, we had to thrust a younger kid. Granted, he's jumping into that role very well. I love what Maxey's doing in the starting lineup, but that took away from a point guard on the bench.
Yep.
Now we asking guys like Korkmaz to not control, not to run the offense per se, but to be the ball handler.
Just bring the
Korkmaz?
ball up. Yeah.
Korkmaz?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't like that. Jamal Crawford is still a free agent. He's 50 years old, but he's still a free agent.
You've been throwing that out there. I've been hearing it, BJ.
Yo.
It's driving me nuts because it's forcing Curry to come out and handle the ball when that's not his game, and it's taken away from what he offers us and he provides for us, and I'm kind of not feeling that. But who else? Because the moment Korkmaz gets pressed, as soon as he crosses that line, he's looking to dish that like immediately. He don't have a left, right, dribble behind the back, getting away from the pressure. He don't know how to do that. He panics quick and he's causing turnovers and making mistakes. Like, so it is what it is.
I'm really hoping to see Matisse Thybulle get all the way back in his bag tonight with his 3-4 steals, 3 block shots or so. I feel like that adds to this team tremendously. So I want to see now that everybody's back in their roles. I would like to see what I saw early on in the season. Everybody playing it within their role. I'm looking forward to this matchup tonight for a lot of different reasons. So, you know what I mean? Who do you think they will stick on Tatum?
I think
What?
Danny Green or Tobias will probably start on Tatum.
Yeah.
Danny
Yeah.
Green or Tobias, one of the two. I don't know which one. If I'm guessing, I would go Danny because you don't want Tobias to use as much energy on defense. You need that on offense from him. So go ahead, Danny. Go ahead, chase him around. I mean, hopefully you don't get in foul trouble. But I would put Danny on him to start. Danny's a little bit smaller, but I think he can stay in front of him enough. He can make it a little difficult.
So Tobias will be on Brown?
Is Jalen playing? Jalen playing?
Is he playing?
Damn.
I believe he is
I ain't
playing.
Our
what
job ain't to look up their starting five. I'm just
hold
saying.
up. My bad. My bad. I'm failing. I'm supposed
It's
to be that
okay, BG.
I'm supposed to
I
be
was
that
testing
guy.
you real quick. I was
I'm
testing your
supposed
chin.
to no injury, nobody on the injury list for Boston tonight.
Okay?
Only person on our injury list is Grant Riddler. And
That's why I said I'm looking forward to this game where both teams are fully healthy. I feel both of the top of the East. And my saying, going into the playoffs, I believe that's what it's going to be. I think we're going to have to see these guys again. So I definitely am looking forward to this lineup tonight. I'm looking forward to this game. Everybody should be excited for Sixer basketball. No need to hide it, hang your head down. We lost a few games, but look at the realness of it. We had COVID bad. Everybody out.
I was telling the guy at work today that he told me, what the Sixers doing? I said, COVID. COVID hit
Recovering
us.
from COVID.
Look, he a Lakers fan. I said, COVID hit us and we got the same record as y'all. So what you saying to me? COVID hit us bad. Not just hit
Real
us.
bad.
Like Sam Cassell didn't catch COVID. It wasn't Korkmaz that caught COVID. Our best player caught COVID. Like what is we
On
went
top of
through a rough
missing
stretch.
on top of missing a player already. So
First team all no. We know a lot of people here think we hate Ben Simmons. We give him his respect. First team all defense. Usually could be a low tier triple double guy. We
Yep.
was missing big pieces, and to be 11-10 with a team with a 20-year-old to start the season, he's 21 now, with a 20-year-old thrust into a starting role that he's never seen before.
And thrive in it.
Yes, guys stepped into their roles. Us being 11-10, put like this: us being 8-2 at the time was amazing. Was far better than we should have started. So a lot of people look at it as, well, y'all was 8-2, but then y'all went 2-8.
Yeah.
I get that, but let's not forget that 8-2 happened. We are capable of being that team. We are capable of being that team. Let's not forget that part. I hate when people say, "Oh, look at y'all 11-10." I'm like, but you forgot 8-2. Oh, but y'all went 2-8. So you can judge the 2-8, but you can't judge the 8-2. You're not going to judge the 8-2, but you're going to judge the 2-8. That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
I hate you. So with that being said, man, give me your key players tonight. Right before we go to that other segment, give me your key players tonight on our team that needs to have great games for us to pull out this win.
I'll go ahead and answer that first. We we need Embiid to play like a real center today. A little less perimeter, more in the paint. I don't know if you guys been paying attention to the paint points lately, but we ain't been scoring too much of that. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting dominated in the paint. A lot when Embiid was gone, but still when he came back. So that's obviously saying that he's avoiding it or whatever the case may be. He needs to get in there a little more. So we get that from him. Maybe the rest of the guys will be a little bit more open to do what they gotta do.
I hate you. BJ?
I'm gonna go with Maxey for tonight only because I like that matchup with him and Dennis Schroeder. I think Dennis Schroeder's he don't get me wrong, he fumbled the bag by not signing to the Lakers. But If you watch what he's done this year, he's definitely a formidable point guard that can give you buckets, that can defend, that will get guys involved. So I look forward to seeing what Maxi brings to him to make it hard on him. So I want to see Maxi. Last couple games, Maxi hasn't been Maxi, and I'm looking forward to Maxi coming out of his own. I know it. I agree with Jose in a way, but I'm a firm believer that we get what we want from Embiid. I need to get what I want from the guys that I don't know if they're gonna give it to me every night. I know what Embiid's gonna do.
Well, I just said that because that'll open up space for the rest of the guys.
Yeah,
That was like my the moral of the story.
I feel you. I wasn't rebutting your point, man. Why you always want to fight me, man?
We had a little Stephen A. situation going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Skip Bayless. I'm gonna let y'all rock out.
I was trying to be professional with the shots I threw there. I'm sorry if I didn't make it obvious.
So I'm gonna have to. Did you give us your two guys right there?
Oh, you said two guys.
Yes.
Oh, you should answer your own question first. Let him answer his key to the game so he can go right into his second.
He messed up already.
Whatever. My players already is the same players every game.
Paul Reed.
No, I'm gonna go with Tyrese Maxey, and I'm also gonna go with Tobias Harris. Tobias hasn't really been hitting on a high clip as he was earlier in the season, maybe because he felt a little bit thrust into a role that he wasn't normally comfortable with. So now that everybody's on the court together, I want to see Tobias go back to being Mr. Consistent that he was last year, giving us 20, 21 points a game, 6, 7 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And shooting on a good clip. That 3-point shot is looking flat. Leads to tell me that his knees is, you know what I mean, giving out a little bit. So I'm gonna need to see him step it up tonight. Tyrese Maxey, although he's been aggressive, last few games kind of fizzled out a little bit for me. You know what I mean? And like we said, we give people their flowers on this show and we keep it real. I want to see him go back to hitting to the amazing high clip that he was hitting on, because he could do that. And that means finishing at the rack. You know, I see he's getting more confidence shooting at 3, and that's great. But his elite skill that he already has in the NBA is his first step getting by somebody and finishing at the rack, or get the contact. Somebody get this kid an AI tape. Get the contact. So I want to see that. I want to see that tonight. So those are my two guys. So BG, it's go time.
Take us away.
So tonight's over under. You already know what my favorite stat from the Sixers is. Both of you know my bench scoring is always my favorite stat. Today I'm jumping up that number. I'm not saying that we need this to win, but my over under for tonight is 37 points from the bench. 37 points over under. This is a fully constructed team again. Don't forget that. So everybody that belongs on the bench is on the bench. 37 points over under. What you say, Jose?
I'm gonna say under.
I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say over.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Keep the flow. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go over too. I can't foresee Furkan Korkmaz missing a million shots again. I just feel like it's time. It got, if not today, then when? I feel like Furkan Korkmaz will have a legitimate game. Thank you for the over. I like that. So you on your island alone, Jose, with the under.
Yeah, I'm going under.
You on your island alone.
I just, since it's a fully constructed team and all the starters are supposed to be starting, just don't see it.
Okay,
I hear you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with 2 over unders tonight. Sometimes I do 2, sometimes I do 1. I did have another one in mind because of the matchup. I think y'all remember a couple years ago, the only human being that could contain Joel Embiid was Al Horford. So what did Elton Brand go do?
Grab Al Horford.
Grabbed Al Horford. He came here,
ruined his head.
He came here and became terrible. We realized, you know what? Yes, we didn't like playing against him, but we definitely didn't need him.
True indeed.
Al Horford is back on the Boston Celtics. So I'm putting the over-under on Embiid's head. I'm going to give it a low number because it's Al Horford. And I say it's low, but it's his average. Let's go with 26 points. Over under for Joel Embiid against Al Horford tonight.
Over.
I'm
Over.
gonna go. I'm gonna go over as well. This ain't your grandpa Al Horford out here. This is a different Al Horford. So
Listen, I think Embiid saw the practices, played against, got a better feel for him. I think he knows what it takes to overcome that these days.
I hope so. That over under wasn't to scare Embiid. It was to punch him in the back. Like, bruh, remember this dude? Remember him? He used to give you fits. Now you in your prime and he out of his prime. Go
I
get
think he used to. I think he used to baby him in practice. I believe.
him.
I think he used to bully him around. I ain't gonna lie.
I would
I
love
don't
to
know.
have been in that jump. You
I
know
don't
what I
know.
mean?
I don't know what practices look like, but I know the starters want to get back though, and I'm sure he had to go up against Horford in practice,
Mhm.
A lot.
and I'm sure he let him know who was boss.
Well, continue, please, Mr. Joel Embiid.
So like, and I quote from Joel Embiid years ago. Uh, got a little real estate, in his head. You know what I mean? Real heavy. So he might have Embiid on the brain already from remembering them practices of him dunking in his face. So I want to see Embiid bang like BG said tonight. I want to see Embiid bang, get in the post, and assert his dominance. So Sixers Celtics, baby. Y'all
Let's
excited?
get it. Let's go
Y'all
Sixers.
excited?
Game time.
Go.
Let's go
Catch us at the
Sixers.
end of the game. 30 minutes when the
Right
game is
here.
over.
Right
Eastern
here. We will
is
be
right
here.
back at you. Don't miss the show. Let's go.
Let's go